Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day. What do you call Chewbacca when he has chocolate stuck in his fur? A chocolate chip Wookie. That's pretty good. All right. I would like to thank the following members for starting new months. We have Monsoon, we have Shiny D'Angelo, Hack, Isaac Katabia, and Merriman Stacks. Maybe Marie Monstacks? Okay, anyway. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate your support. And let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Sign with an E, Clear, Pro, Square, Saw, Ab, I, Triangle, Bell, Came, Drum, Pay, Sub, Settle, Rattle, and Conquered. Conquered being past tense. I mean, there's I came, I saw, I conquered. Vini, vidi, vici. Famous Caesar quote. Is that a rainbow herring or is that one of the categories? It could be one of the categories, but why waste a mistake on it when we can just look for other categories and see what's going on? So what's ab? Like a singular ab, like in your stomach, like the muscle? Or it's just AB maybe? Bell, triangle. Things that ding, a bell, and the triangle, like the percussion instrument. What else dings though? Or these could just be percussion instruments in general. A rattle, a bell, a triangle. Maybe. What would be the fourth though? A drum, I suppose. So these could be percussion instruments. Let's try that. And I think I do want to lock in now because none of these were yellow. So I want I came, I saw, I conquered. Yeah, okay. Words in a famous quote by Caesar. I'm somehow avoiding green, even though I'm wearing green. I mean, we all know shirt theory is correct. And the fact that I'm wearing green, I should be able to more easily find green. But hope that should bode well here because I should be able to get green very easily out of this set. You can clear, settle, and square and pay. These are just to end a debt. Satisfy his debts. There you go. Now, sub, ab, pro, and sign. What could we be doing with this? I mean, I'm seeing like sign is a mathematical function. I mean, sub could be subtraction. Ab could be like absolute value, even though that's normally abs. What would pro be? Like product? That's the only thing I can think of. Let's see if that's it. Oh, yeah, I don't know Latin. These are Latin prepositions. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that. All right. Math does use a lot of Latin though, so I don't know. All right. Well, purple just happened, but that's fine. The rest were there. We have two kind of Latin, two Latin-y categories in a way. All right. Difficulty wise, felt pretty simple to me. I don't know. So whenever it feels simple to me, I have to think is anything here like unique to my trivia knowledge? Because that can make it harder for others. And was there anything here that was like an easy red herring? I'm going to say no to both. So, I mean, there are going to be people who lose who just don't know this quote. But I feel like it's pretty famous if you've... It's hard not to encounter it, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5, and I think we have a 90% solve rate. I think it's a very easy one today. 2 out of 5 is what they gave it. Let's check the bot. 86% solve rate. So a little bit lower, but I mean, it's still very high. 50% of players make no mistakes at all. There's not much to make a mistake on unless you just don't know one of the categories. Percussion's coming first. I came, I saw conquered coming first. Even green, just synonyms. Interestingly, the synonyms were green. Trying to get reverse rainbow here is tough. It's really hard to know how they're going to categorize these by color today. So yeah, it's just the Latin. It's just the Latin. And then like it's Latin and other things. Like there's not even like a consistent second category people aren't getting. Which means that most people knew most of the categories. We've got 4% getting only yellow, 3% getting nothing, 3% getting green yellow, 1% getting yellow blue, 1% getting only blue. Yeah, I mean these are tiny percentages. Putting sub in with clear pay and settle. Putting I in with Latin prepositions. I don't know. Is that a built-in red herring? I don't know the Latin prepositions. I'm thinking maybe if you're thinking about math, I is like the imaginary number. I. Maybe you're thinking math things. I don't know. All right. I'm not going to look too hard at this. Conquered in with clear pay and settle. That's interesting. I conquered my debt. Sure. I can see that. People are getting yellow first, blue first, green first, and then sine, square, ab, triangle. There's got to be something that's making 3% of people try this one. But I don't know what it is. Maybe just thinking about math, geometry. And then we've got correct purple. Sine, square, saw, triangle seems to be a rainbow. Oh, are these are waves. The sine wave, the square wave, the saw wave, and the triangle wave. These are like if you're ever generating audio, these are audio waves that have distinct sounds to them. You'll probably recognize them all because, especially back in the 80s when sound synthesis was, or 70s or 80s, like especially like game consoles like the Nintendo Entertainment System, you'd hear these sounds all the time because they're very easy to generate. All right, anyway, let's just flip through these, and that is it. How'd you do? Hello, let's do pips for Monday, November 10th. We'll start with the easy. Okay, so this 5, this is the only 5, so that has to just go there. 18's all 6s, and then the equals are all 4s. All right, and then the the puzzle itself is a 4, which is interesting. All right, let's do the medium. What is this? Okay. I have a blank 1 and a blank 3 to go in here. What do we have most of? Looks like we got a ton of 3s, so I'm going to do the blank 3 into here. And then what do we have a 2 with, actually? Oh, no, it's got to be the blank 1, because we don't have a 2, 3. So this is the other way around. This is the 2, 1, and then we need the 1, 1 here. Over here, that means that the blank... Oh, no, if we need 5 and 4, we have 5, 3, so that's what's going to go there. And then we need a 4, 3. This is the 3, 3. And then this is the blank 3. All the way around. This is greater than 2. We don't really care right now. This is the last one, so it's 1, 4. And then this is the 4, 4. And then the 4, 6 has to go here, so that something's in that spot. And then the 1, 3 is greater than 2. All right. Pretty straightforward today. Hello, let's do the hard pips for Monday, November 10th. All right, so this has to be 6 and 6. It's not a 6, 6 domino. So what do we have attached to a 6? We've got 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 4. So I'm thinking we want the 6, 1 and the 6, 2 coming down because 8 and 4 is very small. So we need small digits in it. And then this, what do we have attached to a blank? We have a blank 2. So if we did that, this has to be a 3. We got 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 3. So we'll just hold off on that. That uses one of the 3s. 11 is always 5 and 6. So do we have a 4 that's attached to a 5 or 6? Yeah, the 4, 6 has to go like that. Now this is a 5 coming down into an equal. It's got to be 5, 3. So that we can do a 3, 3 this way, I think. Now, this blank, yeah, blank 1 and blank 5 can go in any order here. And then this is 6. Oh. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out... Oh, no. So the problem is 6, 3 can't do this. Okay, so I think the 5, 5 is going to end up in there. Because I don't have another 4. So that means I need to rearrange some of this. So the 6... Do I have a blank 3? Is this not the 3-3? I don't really see how this works. Okay, how do we finish this? I'm thinking 1-1 with blank 1 this way is really nice. And that means the blank 5 goes into here, but I don't have a 1. So, okay, I need the 1-6 to do this. And so now the 6-3 comes down. But now I need a 1 in here, not a 2. So how do I salvage that? Good question. 6-2, 6-3. I'm not sure where I went wrong here. I'm sure someone's going to point out a really easy fix to this, but I'm not able to see it. So basically I need a 1 in here right now. So that means I either need the 2-2 to go in here, and then I just subtract 1 from one of these. That would mean the blank 1 would need to be used up here, or the 6-1, which is, or this, yeah, we don't have another 6-2, so. Or is there another option? I hate restarting, but I think I have to at this point. I'm going to build from the bottom instead of the top and see how I can get this done. I want to think about this 10. Because we got 2 6s in here and a 6 in here. That uses up 3 6s. Oh, or even better, I have only 1 4, and it's going to end up here in some way. So this is not 6-4, so it has to be 5-5. And so it could be the 5-5 directly, or we could use the 5 blank, but then a 5-3 here means we need a blank blank here, and we don't have that. 5-3 here doesn't help. So this is not going to be the 5 blank. I don't see how the 5-3 works anywhere. So I think we have to put the 5-5 in here. I think that's our first move. Now this has to be a 6 going into a 2-cell sum to 6. We've got 6-1, 6-2, and 6-3 and 6-4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Any of those could work. So that's not a forced move right now. Now this has to be a domino. It's either the 0-1 or the 1-1. I need all 3 zeros to be in here and here. We only have the 3 zeros. So this has to be the 1-1. That's the smallest it can get, which means that this has to be 1-0. That's forced. Okay. Now this is a 0, and it either goes up into the equal or into the 6. What we have left are 0, 2, and 0, 5. Now we can always do something across like this if we need to throw out a big number. What I had before was 0, 5 like this, and then that was a concern. It caused some problems. So what would happen if I did the 0, 5 up? I don't have enough 5s, I don't think. Yeah, I only have this 5 and this 5. So 0, 5 is not going to go up. What if 0, 2 went up? That seems viable, actually. If this 0, 2 went up, then I could do the 2, 4 down. I think I saw a 2, 4, didn't I? No, sorry, the 2, 2 down. And then this would be 6, 4. And then now this 2, what do we have left with a 2? 2, 6. So this would be the 2, 6, and then we'd have the 4, 5. Do we have a 4, 5? Hold on, did I use up my 4? Oh, no, sorry, I don't have that 4. So the other forced move is this 4, it goes here, which I forgot about. So we can't do the 2, 2 here. We have a 2, 6, but we don't have a blank to use. So no, I cannot do the 0, 2 up. I have to do the 0, 2 across. No, I can't do the 0, 2 across either. Hold on. So we have to use the 0, 5. And the 0, 5 can't go up because there aren't enough 5s, so the 0, 5 goes here. And that forces this to be 6, 1. So all of this is forced, as far as I can tell. Now this has to be the 2, 2 or the 3, 3. The 4 is attached to a 6. We don't have a 6, 6 for here, so the 4, 6 goes up. Now what's attached to a 5 that can come down into here? That's a forced domino. Only the 3. So 5, 3, and 3, 3. So this is very similar to what I had. So what I was saying, there's probably just one small thing to swap that I couldn't find. So now adding to 8, this could be all 2s. That's exactly what happens. Okay. So my 6, okay, so honestly, the only thing I had to do, oh my gosh, the only thing I had to do was swap the 6-2 and get the 6-3 going this way. Yeah, I had the 2-2 left, didn't I? Okay, I'm thinking it was just rearranging some stuff up here. But I liked that solve because it was forced the whole time. This is the only solution. Very nice. All right. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini crossword for Monday, November 10th. Looks like we got some circles going on today and some shading. Let's see what that's about. Go on a run in the freezing cold. Full of oneself. So like you're egoist. I don't know. Nabisco wafer brand. Nilla. Powerhouse in women's college basketball with a record 12 national championships. Oh, she hasn't been a crossword in a while, so I forget her name. On edge. So like you're nervous. I'm not sure. Beauty parlor. Salon. What does that say? Ceramicists ovens? Oh, ceramicists ovens. Those are kilns. Ridiculous. I'm not sure. Cold, oh, go on a run in the freezing cold. This is ski. So does that help here? Ridiculous. Not sure. Bad habit. A cashew or a cuckoo? A nut. A cuckoo nut. Yeah, you can call someone who's a nut a cuckoo. Like crazy. Wait, what is this then? Powerhouse of women's college basketball. No, I don't actually. This isn't what I was trying to think of. I don't know what this is. University of something. On edge. Tense. What's going on with the circles here? Ridiculous. I can only see the word like image or irate. None of that works. Bad habit. Full of oneself. Full of oneself. Is it UConn, University of Connecticut? Bad habit. A vice. You're vain. And ridiculous is inane. Okay. So what's going on with our circles? Oh, vanilla cone. Okay, so it's an ice cream cone. We've got the cone here. And we've got the vanilla ice cream on top. Gotcha. Okay, well, how'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is a case of the Mondays. All right. Job. Something about jobs. Office jobs, maybe? It is. Office jobs. All right. Stapler. This is all a reference to Office Space. Probably not, but accountant. Oh, that's an interesting bath. All right, accountant, and then we've got cleric or clerk, and a manager. Took me a second. What else we got? Tied, a stide, nist. What's going on here? Edit. We got 2 more. So what's up here? Is it an ER? Receptionist, actually. Receptionist and an aide. Okay. Not too bad today. I knew all those words. All right. Well, how'd you do? All right. Yesterday we spun the wheel and it said to play Weavers. That's what we're doing. We need to get from beef to bowl. So the big thing is this vowel needs to turn to a consonant. That's like kind of the main focus. The other thing we can think about is what are we doing from bowl? So I think we're going to go to bell. So we want to keep the BE in place. And we got to change that EF to 2 L's somehow. I don't think belf is a word. Sometimes you have to... oh, no, I actually see it. I was just finish my sentence. Sometimes you have to change a letter that matches and then put it back. But it sounds like today's pretty easy because we're just going to go beat and then belt and then bell and then bull. And you can't get better than that. Yep. All right. Much simpler than last time. I think probably Mondays are the easiest of the week, and then like the weekends are hardest, something like that. All right. Well, barely a game today, but we got there. let's spin the bonus game wheel and see what tomorrow's game is going to be. Ooh, which one is it? All right, Sentient Roomba's suggestion of Squirtle. This is Squirtle without the E. So I will provide a link in the description if you would like to play along with me. I do the daily Squirtle. Squirtle has a bunch of games in it. I do the daily. All right. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to watch the Wordle solve, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all of the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.